What up? It's your boy Random Reese, and today is going to be my first super random topic. Today I'm going to talk about 2 week notices and why I fucking hate them. I can't stand 2 week notices. Like I've probably given 2 week notice in my jobs maybe like 2 or 3 times. Usually when I most of the sometimes when I was in my younger ages, but once I became an adult, I just said fuck these jobs. Like if I hate a job, I just quit. Like seriously, I just quit. It just don't make sense. So why give a 2 week notice? If they fire you, do you get notice? No. They probably go behind your back, talk talk to management, talk to each other, look at the files, and then say, no, we're gonna let him go. They never give you notice when you get fired. So why should you give 2 week notice when you quit? Most of the time you have a job lined up. You're not gonna need them for references. And then a lot of times they don't even let you back. Sometimes I get it. The 2 week notice is for references. If you really like the job and you're moving on, you like maybe things not going to work. Yeah, give a 2 week notice. But it's times when you hate the fucking job, you hate the manager, you're not going to get a note. You're not going to ever go back to the job. You're not going to need a recommendation from that job. Just quit. Fuck that job. Just fucking quit. 2 week notices fucking suck. And I'm gonna give you an example. So last week, this lady named Deborah Stevens in Arkansas. Let's first of all rest in peace to Deborah Stevens. She passed away in an unfortunate accident in Arkansas where there was flooding and she needed help. She called the dispatcher and pleaded for help, and the dispatcher didn't give a fuck, to say the least. She was callous. She didn't care. She said some harmful things like, "Why the fuck was you driving? You know it was raining. You know it might flood. Damn, that sucks for you." Like, and they was on the phone for about 22 minutes. Like, she said some mean, harmful stuff, and it's a sad way for the lady to go out. At least if at least the lady would have passed away, at least she would have got some sympathy, some compassion from the dispatcher, saying, "I'm so sorry," you know what I mean? And then I'm not sure what they go through at 911 dispatchers. That got to be a rough job, especially when you get a lot of different calls, a lot of people in distress. So you may deal with a lot of emotions plus your own personal issues, and that's a job where you go home with it at night. I wait tables and I go home with it at night. I mean, I haven't waited tables in 5 months. Actually, I got fired. I wish I'd give. So, speaking of 2 week notice, I just recently got fired. So now I'm just like doing this, trying to make shit work, and just doing things that I love now. You know what I mean? So, um, yeah. So back to the lady in the dispatcher. So if I go home with server dreams, that's what we call them. If I go home having dreams about waiting tables, I can only imagine what a dispatcher can go through on those telephones. But to say this, that lady, it was her last day. It was her last fucking day at the job. So of course she didn't care. She didn't give a fuck what she said. What can they do to her? Fire her? No, you can't fire her because this is her last day. That might have been her last fucking call ever. So she just was like, "Fuck it." If I knew I was never waiting tables again, you know how service would be if I came to you and I didn't give a fuck about that tip. I didn't give a fuck about my last day. I'm never going back to the job again. You know what I might do to the company? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's ways that people can steal from the company knowing I'm not going back from them. You know what I mean? Like, it's all types of ways where the employee can hurt the company by not caring about the job during their 2 week notice. So why should you give a 2 week notice? Just fucking quit. One time I gave a job a 2 week notice. Actually, I gave them about 2 month notice. I was leaving Florida to go up to New York to wait tables for the summer. Talked to the manager. He wished me luck, and I gave him like more than enough time. You know, it was so much time where he kept asking me, "When's my last day?" Fast forward, I moved back to Florida. I go to the same restaurant, different location. It was closer to the house I was living at. Also, that restaurant made more money. So I applied to that job. So I applied to that job. He talked to me, and they had some bullshit in my files about me requesting to change my schedule. And then he had talked to me and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I gave notice. I gave plenty of notice. I left in good standing. I was a good employee. I mean, I was one of the best servers there, and the new job didn't hire me. Oh, on top of this, we both went to Penn State together around the same time. I'm just like, okay, I got the alumni connection too, but I ain't even get the alumni hookup. Plus, I was a good employee and I gave notice. So like, if I gave notice and y'all still don't hire me back, why the fuck did I give notice? I should have just quit. I should just quit and not fucking showed up again. So that's when I was leaving jobs way before that, just like not coming in. Fuck that. If I'm not going back, I'm not going to use you as a reference. I've worked there for like 3 months. Like, what the fuck is a 2 month notice going to do? Like, you know what I mean? So if you hate your job, if you want to get out, just save up some money, have some money saved up for real. Have some money saved up. You need at least 3 to 4 months emergency fund. Whatever your emergency fund is, save that up. Go to myfico.com. They have a nice little calculator where you put all your expenses in. You put that stuff in, then they tell you how much money you need saved up. So try to save that up because trust me, when you have the money saved up, the more free you want to be. Like I just started working again, technically working, but it's been 5 months and I'm so happy because when you get fired, one, it's unexpected. Two, it's so unexpected you're not ready for it. What's what you do? You hurry up, you start applying for jobs. You file for unemployment, but if you're in Florida where you don't get shit for unemployment, like we get $275 a week, like that ain't shit. Like I was making $275 a day, and you know what I mean? A shift pretty much minimum. So imagine we go from making $275 a shift to $275 a week. That's nothing. You know what I mean? So you gotta have your savings lined up. So then boom, you get fired. Now what you gonna do? You're gonna go out and take the next shitty job just because you behind because you gotta pay your bills, you gotta pay for daycare, you gotta get gas, you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta pay for rent. So now you behind, now you gotta go out and get another shitty job that you don't like. And then you're gonna be there probably catching up because it takes like a month to get another job. And then after that, you hate that fucking job. And then you're just building up, trying to get ready for a new job and applying, but you're working at the other job. And then on your days off, you don't even want to look for a job because when you're looking for a job, it's like a full-time job. You see a job, you do your resume, you change it up, you do it, you tweak your cover letter and all this shit. And then what happens? And then it take like 4 hours just to apply to one job. Now you tired and you want to get a drink, you want a cocktail and relax. I get it. I've been there. So when you hate your job, save up your money. That's the first thing. Like just save up your money first. Look for a job in your spare time, and then when you're ready to quit, just say, fuck them, I quit.